Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Swagger. We'll learn something about building a team. So, for Suns Out, Guns Out, I actually think I did run all three. I ran all three teams. The Amazon team did fairly well. The Asgardian team, or not the Asgard, the Avengers team also did fairly well. Especially Jane Foster Thor, who for a little while was rolling hot on her excuse me, her impervious rolls. Didn't really bother much using the Mjolnir marker. Just kind of was much more content to just have her there and smack people in the face. She did that quite a bit, actually. So anyways, this upcoming build, however, so this next week is a kind of an indecisive build. So two members, myself and another member of my group, we both had ideas, so build teams for both. My idea being a 500-point Father's Day team. So you've got a couple 500-point teams here with that include fathers and their children, at least a father and a child of the said fathers. The other suggestion from one of my other members of my group was a 300-point modern. So we also got a 300-point modern team. Anyway. Let's take a look at our first Father's Day team. It's a 500-point X-Men team, starting off with Marvel Girl. Yeah, you can probably guess who the dad is, and you'd be half right. There are two dads on this. There are two dads with their kids on this team. So yeah, Marvel Girl here comes in at 30 points. She has the X-Men team ability, as well as the Excalibur, Phoenix Force, Starjammers, X-Men, and future keywords. She also has the Rally ability, which gives her telekinesis, and keys off of opposing attack rolls include a 5. You can remove her Rally die as a free action to use telekinesis as free. Her dials are short and simple. 2 clicks of sidestep, 2 clicks of mind control, 2 clicks of penetrating psychic blast, 2 clicks of initial deflection, 2 clicks of super senses, and then 2 clicks on the back end of exploit weakness. Really, she's just one of the team's TK cannons. So, speaking of TK cannons, we've got another one in the form of Polaris. Now, Polaris' dad isn't on this team. Magneto is not on this team. But Polaris here comes in at 35 points, has the X-Men team ability, as well as the Acolytes, Horsemen, Starjammers, X-Factor, and X-Men keywords. She also has a Rally ability, which keys off of opposing attack rolls that include a 5. Free. Remove Polaris' Rally die to knock back a character within range and line of fire 5 squares in the direction of your choice. Now that can be very useful. Maybe you want to put someone into a kill box, or put someone right up within charge range of one of our nasty close combat figures, or just within running shot range of all of our shooters. Looking at her dial, we get 3 clicks of sidestep, 2 clicks of stealth, 5 whole clicks of telekinesis, and 5 whole clicks of initial deflection. For 35 points, it's not bad. I dig it. It feels like it's just kind of a step up from Marvel Girl. Next up, we've got Wolverine, whom we've seen quite a few times since last year. Comes in at 45 points, has the X-Men team ability, as well as the Avengers, Gene Graceful for higher learning, Weapon X and X-Men keywords. He also has the Rally ability, which keys off, again, opposing attack rolls include a 5. But his Rally trait grants him regeneration. When using it, before rolling the d6, you may instead remove one of Wolverine's Rally dice to and use that as a result. So you could potentially just, if you've got a rally die on here, pull it off. Oh hey, he heals 3 clicks. Looking at his dial, we've got 3 clicks of charge, followed by 2 clicks of flurry on speed, 5 clicks of blades on attack, 5 clicks of toughness on defense, and 5 clicks of exploit weakness on damage. Which will definitely come in handy with that flurry. Next up, we've got Cyclops. That's right. We got 2 fathers on this team. Two fathers with their kids. Wolverine and Cyclops. We've also got brother and girlfriend, or on occasional girlfriend of one of the other dads, or one of the dads. Cyclops is at 45 points, has the X-Men team ability as well as the Utopia and X-Men keywords, and he also has a rally ability. Again, opposing attack rolls include a 5. When a friendly character uses the X-Men team ability before rolling the d6, you may instead remove Cyclops' rally die to use that as a result. So you avoid the unavoidable damage that way. Looking at his dial, we've got 3 clicks of running shot, followed by 2 clicks of sidestep, 3 clicks of penetrate psychic blast, followed by 2 clicks of energy explosion, 5 clicks of energy shield deflection, and then on damage we get 3 clicks of special power, like we practiced X-Men, which grants enhancement and leadership, followed by 2 clicks of regular enhancement. Okay. Next up, we've got Havoc's brother, or we got Cyclops' brother, Havoc. Possibly the best we've got, best Havoc there is, which sadly is not saying much. It's one. Maybe it's not the best, but it's the one I like the most. So, Havoc here comes in at 50 points. Has the X-Men team ability as well as the Star Jammers and X-Men keywords. This is not the booster version of from Rise of Hope, rather Fast Forces version. He has a rally, like everyone else so far. He has a rally ability. Whenever he makes a range attack, you may replace a die in the attack roll with his rally die. So you could replace a 5, say a 1 with a 5. If maybe you roll a crit miss, and well, hey, put a 5 in there. It's not a crit miss at least. Then looking at his dial, we get 3 clicks of sidestep, followed by 2 clicks of running shot, 3 clicks of penetrate psychic blast, followed by 2 clicks of energy explosion, 3 clicks of energy deflection, followed by 2 clicks of toughness. Simple, not the greatest Havoc dial, but hopefully maybe someday we'll get the better one. I hope, maybe, hopefully. Anyway, moving on. Next up, we've got Dakin. Coming back after our Suns Out, Guns Out X-Men team is Wolverine's son, Dakin. That's right, the 2 dads are, like I said, Wolverine and Cyclops, so got their kiddos on the team, as well as Cyclops' brother and the brother's on-off girlfriend. Dakin comes in at 75 points. He has the Brotherhood of Mutants, Dark Avengers, Dark X-Men, Horsemen, X-Factor, X-Men, Monster, and Warrior keywords, as well as a trait, Muramasa Coated Claws. That's right, our first figure without a rally ability. When Dakin hits, give each hit character a poison token. Characters with poison tokens can't be healed and can't use stop clicks for the rest of the game, even if this ability is lost. I actually got to pull that off a little bit against Avengers 1 million BC Odin when I ran the X-Men Suns Out Guns Out X-Men team. Looking at his dial, on speed we open the special power Won't See Me Coming, which grants charge, sidestep, and stealth. When Dakin uses charge while he occupies hindering terrain, he does not have speed. This thing gives away 3 clicks of flurry. We've got a full dial of Blades, Claws, Fangs, 4 clicks of toughness, followed by 3 clicks of regeneration. Very useful. Next up, we got Wolverine's son, so now Wolverine's daughter, X-23. Ooh, that looks actually really cool when I hold it that way. X-23 here comes in at 80 points. She has the X-Men team ability, as well as the Weapon X, X-Force, X-Men, Assassin, and Martial Artist keywords. We also have a trait, Built to be the Best, which grants toughness, and at the beginning of your turn, you may heal X-23 one click. She's definitely a figure you kind of want to make sure you take care of quickly. Looking at her dial, we open up the special speed power Nature and Nurture, which grants charge and stealth. This thing is with 3 clicks of sidestep. We've also got a full dial of Blade Claw's Fangs, 4 clicks of combat reflexes, followed by 3 clicks of super senses. Honestly, not too shabby. The only thing I would think to add to her would maybe be some exploit weakness and upper point to upper point, but that would upper point cost. And I think at 80 she's perfect. Finally, we've got Cable's son, or Cyclops' son, Cable. Cable comes in at 120 points. He has the X-Men team ability, as well as the New Mutants 6-pack X-Force, X-Men armor, future, and soldier keywords. We also have a trait, X-Force. Cable can use stealth. Looking at his dial, we open up with a quick. We've got at 3 points on his dial the special speed power Body Slide, which allows Cable to use phasing teleport. And when he moves 5 squares, what he does, he moves 5 squares or less. After resolutions, he may make a close or range attack. Then get 2 clicks of running shot, and then near the end of the dial, we get 2 clicks of flurry. On attack, we got 2 clicks of penetrating blast, followed by 2 clicks of energy explosion. Defense, we open up a special power Techno-Organic Body and Telekinetic Shield. Cable can use Invulnerability. When Cable has less than 2 action tokens, he can use Energy Deflection. Okay. This thing gives way to 3 clicks of Toughness, then a click of Regeneration. Damage, we open up with a couple clicks of Probability Control, then a couple clicks of Range Combat Expert, a couple clicks of Exploit Weakness, and back to Probability Control at the very end. And yes, we got some bling for them. Power Gem for Cable, All Black and Necro Sword for Dakin. I've gone over there so many times. This is definitely, ideally, this will be quite the fun team to run. I'd imagine putting running Cyclops out before using telekinesis to drop Cable next to Cyclops, or within 5 squares of Cyclops, so that he can phase next to his dad, and then with a 12 attack thanks to the range combat expert of the power gem. He can then attack for 7 penetrating damage. That sounds kind of nasty. I love it. Whereas Dakin kind of is running in, keeping in the shadows, running in and just hitting people with the Necro Sword, making it so that they can't use Shape Change or Super Senses against him. Anyway, moving on to our 300-point modern team, which is a soldier theme, and actually uses a lot of figures from, well, not a lot, but a handful of figures from Disney Plus. Starting off, we've got Skinny Steve Rogers. Skinny Steve here was from the Captain Carter episode of What If, wherein Peggy Carter takes Super Soldier Serum instead of Steve Rogers. So Steve remains Skinny Steve. That said, Steve does get a pilot the Hydra Stomper, which is basically an Iron Man armor from the 40s. But Skinny Steve here comes in at 15 points. He has the Shield team ability, as well as the Howling Commandos, Shield, Past, and Soldier keywords. We've got 3 clicks of willpower then on defense, and 3 clicks of the special speed power, or damage power, not just a model soldier, a model person, which grants Steve leadership. When Skinny Steve uses it, friendly characters within range are considered adjacent. That's nice. That's awesome. His range being 4 squares, so you gotta they have to be kind of close, but they don't have to be next to him. Next up, we've got Baron Zemo. Zemo here comes in at 30 points. Has the Masters of Evil, Assassin, Ruler, Soldier, and Spy keywords. On speed, you have a special power, and you'll give up your guide, which grants him Passenger of 2, as well as Leap, Climb, and Stealth. Defense, we got 4 clicks of Willpower. Damage, we have 2 clicks of Leadership, followed by 2 clicks of Empower. Okay, alright. The Baron is followed by Captain America. This is the common Sam Wilson, because that's the only Sam Wilson I have from the set. Sam here comes in at 45 points. He has the Avengers and Soldier keywords. We got 2 traits. First off is the costed trait, which we are paying the cost for. Steve's Legacy. Captain America starts the game with the Disney Plus What If 002 Captain America's shield equipped. The shield, as seen here, grants inner shield deflection. If the character can already use inner shield deflection, it instead modifies its defense by +3 instead of +2. As for Cap's other trait, Wings and Shield, which grants, you guessed it, inner shield deflection and Force Blast. Looking at his dial, we've got 6 clicks of charge. On defense, we've got 3 clicks of willpower, followed by 3 clicks of toughness. Then on damage, we get 3 clicks of enhancement. Next up, we've got Killmonger. Killmonger here comes in at 60 points. He has the Stark Industries, Wakanda, Soldier, and Warrior keywords, as well as a trait Covert Ops, which grants him Stealth. Okay. Looking at his dial, we get 3 clicks of Running Shot, followed by 3 clicks of Charge, 3 clicks of Energy Explosion, followed by 3 clicks of Blaze Claw's Fangs, 3 clicks of Willpower, followed by 3 clicks of Toughness, 3 clicks of Outwit, followed by 3 clicks of Leadership. Okay, alright. That late dial leadership can definitely come in handy. Now we move away from Disney Plus figures, and we've got Nova. Nova here comes in at 70 points. He has the Guardians and PD team abilities, as well as the Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, Nova Corps, Cosmic, Police, and Soldier keywords. Looking at his dial, we've got 4 clicks of the special speed power, the Human Rocket, which grants Charge and Running Shot. When Nova uses Charge, if he has no action tokens, don't have speed. So that's potentially a full move charge. Then we get 2 clicks of phasing at the end. On attack, we open up with a couple clicks of Penetrating Psychic Blast. Then we get a couple clicks of Energy Explosion, followed by a couple clicks of Steel Energy. And 11s for the entire dial on attack. Defense, we open up with a couple clicks of Impervious, followed by a couple clicks of Toughness, and a couple clicks of Super Senses. Damage, we open up with a couple clicks of Close Combat Expert, which gives way to a couple clicks of Exploit Weakness. Okay, alright. Both of those will come in handy. So, finally, we've got Moon Knight. Moon Knight here comes in at 70 points. He has the Team Player Wildcard team ability, likely going to be copying Guardians, as well as the Avengers, Defenders, Heroes for Hire. Oh, he does not have Soldier. Shit. Fulgurcarp. Okay, I guess we're not a theme then. He has Midnight Suns, Detective, and Mystical keywords, as well as improved movement, ignores elevated terrain. We also have a trait. There isn't a hit he wouldn't rather take. When Moon Knight takes damage from an opposing character's attack, give him a Vengeance token. At the beginning of your turn, you may remove 2 Vengeance tokens. If you do, modify Moon Knight's combat values by +1 until your next turn. Okay? Looking at his dial, we get 2 clicks of running shot, followed by 3 clicks of charge and 2 clicks of sidestep. Starting with click 2, we have the special attack power, Carving a Path for Khonshu, which grants Blaze Claw's Fangs, Quake, and Steel Energy. When one or more opposing characters takes damage from Moon Knight's attack, give him a Vengeance token. Okay. Defense, we open up with a couple clicks of Toughness, and then the rest of the dial is combat reflexes. On damage, starting with click number 3, we get 3 clicks of Empower, followed by 2 clicks of Close Combat Expert. And to be fair, I actually thought he did have the Soldier keyword. Most versions of Moon Knight do, after all. But I was wrong. It happens. It made sense that it would, but oh well. And finally, back to the Father's Day theme, we've got a Batman family squad. After all, it can easily be said that, at the very least, the Robins, Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, Stephanie Brown, and Damian Wayne are Bruce Wayne's children, are his kids. In fact, Damian is, in fact, Bruce's kid. Though we're not using Damian. Mainly because we don't have one. I don't think we've got one that's is more recent than the Batman set from a decade ago. Anyway, starting off, we've got Batgirl, the Stephanie Brown Batgirl. Batgirl comes at 50 points. She has the Batman Ally team ability, as well as the Batman Family, Birds of Prey, Detective, and Gotham City keywords. Now, we can't look at the dial because, well, or we can't show it on the card because it's an older figure. But she opens up with Charge. With Charge, Quake, Toughness, and Probability Control. The Charge eventually gives way to Sidestep, and then a special power. I could do it on my own. The first time there's a stop click for the first time it's revealed. If she's the only character on your force, immediately heal her to click number 1. Power can't be ignored. So if you manage to KO everyone, if your opponent managed to KO everyone else, but you still got Batgirl, you get her back at top dial. Drag the game out a little bit longer. The Quake gives way to some Smoke Cloud. Toughness gives way to combat reflexes, and that probably controls all she's got on damage. Next up, we've got Green Oracle. This is actually the first time I've used this figure. I bought it a while ago, and I was 50 points shy, so yeah. Green Oracle comes in at 50 points. She has the Green Lantern Corps and JLA team abilities. She's from the Elseworlds set, which came out in celebration of HeroClix's 50th anniversary. She's got the Batman Family and Green Lantern Corps keywords. We have a trait which really isn't going to matter. From an alternate Earth. If this character is on your sideline, you may give a free action to a friendly character named Oracle, Batgirl, or Green Lantern that's equal or more points. Replace that character with this character on the same click number. Okay, look at her dial. We've got Phasing Teleport on speed, Energy of Deflection on defense, and on damage we alternate between Perplex and Outwit. Always handy. Next up, we've got Batman himself. He is vengeance. He is the night. He is Batman. I had to. Batman here comes in at 65 points. He has the Batman Ally and JLA team abilities, as well as the Batman Family, Justice League, Justice League International, and Martial Arts keywords. Looking at his dial, on speed we get 3 clicks of sidestep, followed by 3 clicks of plasticity. Attack, we open up with 4 clicks of the special power, One Punch. As a power action, make a close attack. If the attack hits, after resolutions, give the hit character 2 action tokens until your next turn. That hit character can't be given free, or until your next turn, and until your next turn, that hit character can't be given free actions. Okay, that can be quite devastating, really. Then we've got 2 clicks of Pulse Wave on attack. Defense, we open up with 3 clicks of Mastermind, followed by 3 clicks of Toughness. Damage, we open up with 3 clicks of the special power. We do it my way or no way. Leadership. When Batman uses it and succeeds, this turn, whenever a friendly character with a Justice League or Justice League International keyword hits all targets with an attack, after resolutions you may roll a d6. On a 3 through 6, remove an action token from that character. Okay. Of course, there's only 2 figures on the team with either of those keywords, so yeah. That thing gives away to 3 clicks of Perplex. Okay. Next up, we've got Orphan. This is better known as the Cassandra Cain Batgirl. Orphan comes at 75 points. She has the Batman Ally team ability, as well as improved movement, ignores elevation, and the Batman family, Gotham City, League of Assassins, Assassin, and Martial Arts keywords. Finally, we have a trait. A blade forged in the flames of hatred, honed in darkness. Modify attack and defense +1 for each adjacent opposing character. Ooh. Get her up against right up on enough characters, 3 or more characters, and you max out her defense. Ooh. Looking at her dial, we get 3 clicks of charge, followed by 3 clicks of flurry. On attack, we've got 3 clicks of the special attack power. Conflict is her element. Quake, precision strike, but may use it with any number of targets. This thing is weighted 3 clicks of Blaze Claw's Fangs. Defense, we open up with 3 clicks of Super Senses, followed by 3 clicks of Combat Reflexes. Damage, we open up with 3 clicks of Empower, followed by 3 clicks of Battle Fury. Okay, alright. Next up, we've got Red Hood, Jason Todd, one of Bruce's kids. I mean, it could be argued the Batgirls are also Bruce's kids. And Stephanie was a Robin. Maybe not Bruce's favorite Robin. Anyway, Red Hood comes in at 75 points. He has the Batman family, Outlaws, and Martial Arts keywords, as well as improved movement, ignores elevation. We get 3 traits. The first one isn't really going to matter. When Red Hood attacks, modify attack +1 for each other friendly character with the Outlaw's keyword adjacent to the target. Next trait. Sometimes I just do things to annoy people. When Red Hood hits 1 or more characters after resolutions, roll a d6. On a 4 or 5, a hit character modifies attack -2 until your next turn. On a 6, all hit characters modify attack -2 until your next turn. Okay. And finally, strict rule for Batman. No killing. Unless Red Hood isn't the only character on your force, when he would KO an opposing character with an attack, instead that character is not KO'd and is turned to their last non-KO click, and heal Red Hood 1 click. Okay. Looking at his dial, we got a click of Running Shot, followed by a click of Sidestep, 2 clicks of Plasticity, back to Sidestep, and we wrap things up with Running Shot. Attack, we open and end with a click of Energy Explosion, and in the middle we get 2 clicks of Poison. Defense, we open up with 2 clicks of Toughness, 2 clicks of Combat Reflexes in the middle, and then back to Toughness. Damage, we don't get anything until the second click, where it's Exploit Weakness, followed by Probability Control, and then back to Exploit Weakness. Okay. I like how the values are mirrored throughout the dial. That's actually really neat, in my opinion. Next up, we've got Batgirl, Barbara Gordon, in her early New 52 costume. Batgirl comes in at 85 points and has the Batman Ally team ability, as well as the Batman family, Birds of Prey, and Gotham City keywords. We also have a trait, Flying High Again, which grants her Leap Climb. As she's also an older figure, like Batgirl, like the other Batgirl, we can't actually look at the dial as a whole. Just kind of So on speed, she opens up with Running Shot, which gives way to some charge. On attack, she opens up with a special power. I still have a few tricks in my belt. Batgirl can use Incapacitated Smoke Cloud. When she uses Incapacitated and places second token on a hit character. The resulting pushing damage. Well, okay, it's just an incapacitated smoke cloud. Pushing damage isn't a thing anymore after all. So yeah. Then on defense, we've got willpower, which then which gives way to combat reflexes. Damage, we open up with perplex, which gives way to close combat expert. Okay, all right. And next up, we got one of my favorite Batman allies figures, Nightwing. Nightwing here comes in at 100 points. He has the Batman Ally team ability as well as the Batman family, Batman Incorporated, Bloodhaven, Detective, Martial Arts, and Police keywords. We got improved movement ignores elevation, as well as a trait, the enemy of my enemy. Once per game, give Nightwing a free action to place a Tony Zuko bystander token in an adjacent square as included with this card. There's the bystander. He's got toughness and a special power on damage atonement, which allows him to use perplex and support. A lot of perplex on this team. Again, an older figure, so on speed, we open up with a special power, Flying Grayson, which grants charge and flurry. Nightwing can target opposing characters with close attacks regardless of elevation. Okay. That thing gives way to regular charge. On defense, we open up with Incapacitate, which gives way to Smoke Cloud. Damage, we open up, or defense, we open up with a special power, Second City Saint. Nightwing can use combat reflexes and defend. When Nightwing is the target of a ranged combat attack, he can use super senses. Okay. That thing gives way to combat reflexes, and we get a click of regeneration at the end. On damage, we open up with nothing, but he picks up, he clicks into Outwit, and then clicks into Close Combat Expert. Okay, all right. That's still my favorite Nightwing dial to date, and I'd love to see an update to the dial. Knock 25 points off of it. Shave it, make a few changes here or there. Yeah, you probably have the perfect Nightwing. Anyway, that is going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off, saying live long and rock hard.